All right. What do you got now? Potatoes?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing because that's what we're making a video about today.
Good.
Show them your taters. All right.
Taters.
Now we'll show them what we're going to do with them.
All right.
Good morning and welcome to Bumblebee Junction.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on getting some potato buckets put together, and we haven't done these in a few years. We've got a video in our gardening playlist where we did them up on the big main back porch, but we haven't done them in buckets in quite a few years. So guys, we're going to go ahead. We've got some good Kennebec potatoes, and we've got our buckets from the bucket rack over there. We're going to go ahead and recycle those. We've got another bucket project we're going to show you, and those buckets will actually go back into the bucket rack. So once we get these planted in the potatoes, we're going to find them a new home. So we'll get them into the buckets, and we'll get the buckets a place to live. But that's what we're going to work on for now. We'll get Tina's going to bring the buckets over. We're not going to do a whole lot. If you need to know how those buckets are set up, that's in those bucket gardening playlist. You can go check that out. Just click our logo anywhere. That'll take you to the main page, and there you'll find the gardening playlist. But guys, we're going to go ahead. We're just going to take about half of the dirt out of the buckets. We're going to put us in a couple of seed potatoes, and then we're going to backfill. We'll mix the old top dirt with some of our new soil we got mixed up behind us here, and we'll just
giant pile right
giant
there.
pile. But we'll go ahead and get that mixed in, put it back in on top of them. We'll leave enough room to top them off a couple times so we don't end up with green potatoes on top from getting too much sunlight. But not going to be a real complex project. We'll get a little thing going here. Tina will get her cart, and we'll bring the buckets over here where we can work on them, and then we'll get these potatoes planted. We'll show you how we do that. We'll find them a new home, and then we'll move on and find something else to do. So guys, we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to get the buckets over here and get going, and we'll bring you back when we're a little further in the process, and we'll show you what we're doing. Alrighty guys, while Tina's working on getting the buckets started on their way over here to be worked on, thought I'd bring you in and give you a look at these Kennebec potatoes. Need to quit calling them tomatoes. But these are the seed potatoes we're going to be working from. Funny little thing about seed potatoes, you see the way most of the eyes are coming out of one end of the potato. There's lots of names for it. A lot of people call it the rose end of the potato. But you'll notice that a lot of times when you pick up a seed potato, it'll have most of it starts on one end of the potato and not so many on the other. But when you get a chance, you can plant them like that, or if they've been stored a different direction, then you just want to plant in the direction that the eyes are going. This one here, the eyes are wanting to turn and, you know, run up a different direction. Let's see. So we'd want to plant that one so they're just point them so they're easiest track to the surface of the dirt. So really doesn't matter that much, but you will see, like I said, you'll see sometimes they'll have a rose end like this one, sometimes they don't. But you can cut and chit these. We're going to plant these whole. We've got another bunch of them we're going to plant later on in the season. We'll show you that too. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get into these. These are the seed potatoes we're working on. We'll bring you back when we're a little bit closer. Alrighty guys, we're down to the last bucket here. We only got a few seed potatoes left. We're going to save some too. I've got some of the bigger ones pulled out over here, but we're going to save some of those and use those on another project we'll be bringing you here pretty soon. But what I got to do now is get about half the dirt out of this bucket. We'll pick a couple of these seed potatoes and put them in there with the rose ends up, and then I'll bring you back and show you what that looks like. Alrighty guys, battling a little bit of wind here, but we got the bucket dug down. You can see the way we've got the eyes headed back for the surface again. We're going to fill this bucket up to about 3/4 of the way full. Then we'll hand it off to Tina. I'll hand the camera off to Tina, and she can take you over there and show you where they've gone from here.
Okay, the wind has died down a bit. We are down here at the end of the garden. There's the corn plot and the chickens. And these guys are tucked up here right next to the beets under this big tree. And essentially it's a little piece of the yard that I can't I can't really mow. I can't make a gut tiger turn with my lawnmower, so I usually have to come back here and just use the weed whacker. But it's a nice big spot right here. They will get a little bit of shade from the tree about noon, but they will get all of the sun in the morning, all the sun in the evening. And that is all of them. There are 20 buckets here. Show you all of them. All feel roughly the same. And if I remember right, they were Kennebec potatoes, and Mark can correct me if I'm wrong, but you see the beets in the background, overview of everything, including poor empty bucket garden. Yeah. But, yeah, we do have plans for that, and I'm not going to get into it because I don't really think that Mark wants to give that away quite yet. So, they're going to sit here, and about the only thing left that I want to do to them is I'm going to spray them with a little bit of water, and we'll get them going.
Alright guys, that's about going to wrap it up for the video today. It's planting potatoes in buckets. Not a real technical thing. We'll probably go back and add some extra bone meal to them. All the root crops like extra phosphorus, so plenty of bone meal to them. And after they've grown up above the lids or the rims of the buckets, about 4 or 5 inches or so, we'll go ahead and backfill those buckets up to pretty close to the rim. So, but it's good use. Those buckets are getting old. We've had them for, I don't know, almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Pretty close, but they're starting to break down in the UV of the sun, and we've got some other bucket projects we want to do, so we're going to use the bucket rack for that. They're happy right where they're at. They can serve out their last couple of years over there.
Yeah.
And then we'll find some other way to recycle them. But guys, really, that's about all there is to planting potatoes. Look for the rows in. Try to get the eyes headed towards the surface. Get them 2 or 3, 4 inches under, the first time. Let them come up above the soil, and then backfill again. But guys, that's really about all there is to growing potatoes. They're not real technical.
No, but they're a lot of fun to grow in buckets.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. And guys, we do not grow potatoes as a staple here on the homestead. We grow sweet potatoes as more of a staple that we use all year. Mm-hmm. But the potatoes that we do grow are usually just for fun, and they're just a seasonal treat. We'll eat them while we have them. We'll eat all of them fresh, and if we can't, then we'll share them around. But guys, we don't try to keep them all year. Just kind of a seasonal treat, and we enjoy them when we've got them. But got anything you want to add to it?
Yes, actually I do.
You do?
Yeah. I think everybody needs to know it's your birthday this weekend.
It's my birthday this weekend. Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for telling on me.
I did. Everybody give Mark a big happy birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Had to sneak it in there. He would never say anything, so I had to.
Alright, guys. Well, now that we've all discovered that I'm old and I'll turn a little bit grayer in a few days, but
I'm only 3 weeks behind you. So.
I don't know. Yeah, Miss Tina's got a birthday coming up too.
He's going to be a whole year older than me.
Yeah, I'll be a year older than Tina for about 3 weeks. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Alright, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And I'm taking all your lines, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm probably jabbering your ear off. Have you noticed that I have to jabber quite a bit? So I'm going to go ahead and go now because I probably talked to you enough. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.